And we're live. Sorry, I'm vibing to the music as it's winding down. Hope you heard that at the beginning there, Jess, when you logged in. You said, hi. What's up, Jess? How's it going? Wacky's here on YouTube. How you doing, Wacky? Sup, odd man? I am. It has been a roller coaster of a day, guys. Shy's here as well. How you guys doing? How you all doing? It's been, like I said, it's been a roller coaster of a day. Let me walk you down how today has gone. I stayed home with my son today because he's still healing from his tonsils. We were doing great. We were drinking a lot of water. We were eating soft foods. And then he went and ran a small fever. And then I had to call the doctor. And then I had to drive 45 minutes for them to tell me he was fine. And yeah, that's the extent of my day. I did laundry, I cooked supper, I took care of my child, and then I had to drive 45 minutes for them to tell me he's fine. So to say that my day was kind of up and down is is an understatement. My wife was, thankfully, she went to work today and was both of us for our classes. I get to go tomorrow and be us. She's going to stay home with both our children because our children don't have school tomorrow in general. But tomorrow's Friday, so it's the weekend pretty much. What are we doing for the weekend, guys? Let me know what your plans are in the chat. What's up, Bandit? What's up, Shy? What's up, Epiloxes? You slept. I'm jealous. I wish I could have slept. You're supposed to get an eye exam, but we didn't have the right insurance. I hate it when that happens. That reminds me, I do need to make an eye appointment because I need to get my prescription double checked so I can get some new glasses. What kind of glasses should I get, guys? What do you think? I'm kind of thinking thicker glasses, like my blue light glasses that I use when I'm editing. These are Minecraft-wise, but I don't think I'll be getting that. But they're a little thicker. And I kind of like the thicker rims. So I don't know if I could pull this look off. Who thinks I could pull off thicker rims? If not, I'll go with my thin rims and stuff. But I've been kind of wanting to try thick rim glasses for a long time, so let me know. Fry, yay, 100%. What GPU should you get for Minecraft? Get whatever one you can afford, Wacky. I'm currently running a 2060 in my computer. I do have a 3060 that I did buy off of Mr. Bandit Unknown himself. I'm still trying to get the motherboard and the CPU so I can start building my new PC. Consuming age-appropriate beverages all weekend. That's good. Like water, like Dr. Pepper. That's good. Thank you for being responsible, Bandit. And we have to shout out for Epiloxes because we messed up on Tuesday. Massachusetts! There we go. Singular chemistry class tomorrow, then spending Bandit's money. Well, as Bandit said on Tuesday, he's making bank now. So he should be putting money away for your guys' child, I hope, or doing something. And since he doesn't have to rebuild a computer since he got his working. Epiloxes is getting glasses too. Let's go, Epiloxes. Do I have to go to work tomorrow? I'm not looking forward to hearing Christmas. Jess, I empathize with that so much. But you got to remember, I teach bands. I've been doing Christmas music since August. And let me tell you, if there's anyone on this planet who is tired of Christmas music, it's me. I don't want to do Christmas anymore. I don't want to do it anymore, but we have to because we have like a month until our concert. And then we're done. I can't wait. Good evening, chat, says Kawaii Pirate. How you doing, Kawaii? Welcome back. Wacky says get meta glasses. I don't know if I could do that. And they don't got a prescription yet because they're more just for like the features and stuff. I need to actually be able to see, Wacky. I have to do that. Bandit says get a 5090. Or else you'll never be able to run Minecraft. That's not true. I ran Minecraft on a 770 and also on what was the other one? The 970 that I have. I ran on both of those. They're good. 4090 is also good. 4090 is also up there. I really like that. Epilogue says it's finished. America is done. We are done with the states. We've shouted at every state on stream at the beginning of stream. Exo, how you doing? Chat is blowing up today. You guys are on fire. I love seeing it. I love chat with you guys. Welcome, welcome. I want to play Sleigh. Oh, I do not want to hear Sleigh Ride. Da 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 da. No, I don't want to hear it. I'm Scrooge for the past couple of years. Hey, that's fine. I understand it. My rule with Christmas music is that outside of my job, of course, because we have to for our concerts, my rule with Christmas music is you should not be able to play it or listen to it until December 23rd, 24th, 25th, and I'll give the 26th because it's the day after. Other than that, no Christmas music. Put Mariah Carey away. Freeze her back up. We don't need her unthawed. I don't want to hear it. Get the Meta Ray-Bans in your prescription box. I didn't know that. Well, what would I use that for, honestly? CK, welcome. How you doing? Penny Cat says hi. Speaking of cat, ooh, my cat just finally decided to join. Oh, it's not gonna work right now. Come on. Give me a second. I gotta refresh. For some reason with the Ampligain find Stream Deck, it doesn't want to always work. Why are you doing? Oh. It would help if I plugged it back in. Nope. I'm gonna go dark for a second, guys. Give me a second. There it is. There's the cat. Where's the cat? He's right there. She's right there. Cat cam. Perfect. It's a little more it's not as zoomed in. I'd have to go in and adjust that, but we're good. Making sure I'm not... There are 196 countries? No way Hey, 196 countries. We could do that in like 4 years, Epiloxes. If you're with me for the next 4 years, let's do it. I say we do it. December is fine. If you're not in like a service industry job or a like a teaching role, December is fine. But it's the service job, definitely, for sure, is not it. I don't like it. November's fine. It's leading up to Christmas, is it? Use the glasses to see. But what would I use all the extra like features, like meta record or something? Like what would I do that for? At least wait till mid-November. I could give you that, but even then I'm just like, eh. No, Christmas music is not goated. My brother-in-law, bless his heart, he's a senior in high school, would listen to Christmas music all year round, I think, if he had the choice. I can't stand it. But try to do a handstand. Do you got any tips? Balance. Balance is your key. And I would do it against a wall first. Like, do a handstand up against a wall and use your feet to kind of, like, balance you off until you get used to it. All I want for Christmas is you, twin. I'm graduated by then. You know what? Fine. I can't keep all that, though. Hey, make a spreadsheet and a checklist and you're good, Epiloxes. We could definitely I think we could definitely do that. I'm so happy playing music around the clock is a safety concern at the hospital. That way I won't... God dang, Mariah Carey all month. I mean, I assume you would probably get to wear, like, earbuds, or at least one earbud, right? Or do they not allow that for you guys? Bless his heart. Oh, dear G. I'm gonna fix the cat cam quick, guys. I'm gonna zoom it in and all that. So give me 1 second while I chat and zoom. There she is. In all her glory. The cat is here. There we are. I'm not writing all these. You don't have to. It's all digital if you put it in a spreadsheet. Just copy and paste. Boom, done. Or have AI do it. Go to ChatGPT and say, make a spreadsheet of the 192 countries with a checklist on it, and then boom, export it as a file and download it. Done. variety of Christmas songs for 3 months and the same 3 country songs every day. That's fair. I would not want to listen to the same 3 country songs at Arby's. Also, has anyone tried the steak bites at Arby's? I have not yet tried them, but I really want to. Who could tell me? Are they good? Are they not? Should I avoid them or should I get them? Madagascar. Madagascar. I got it. Not a safety concerns for earbuds, but it is a patient care concern. That makes sense. Is it good to share stream to friends? Yeah, you guys are welcome to share your streams to anyone. Share it to your dog. Share it to your mom. Share it to your dad. Share it to your grandma. Share it to your friends. I don't care. Share it to the world. Post me on a billboard. I don't know. What's up there, child? Hi, Sophia. You're new here. Welcome. I'm Odd. That's also my name, so don't feel like you're calling me names. For anyone who's new, that's me. Gotta back up. You can't be in the shot. You gotta go to bed. Are you thirsty still? Okay, get a drink. Sorry, there's so much in chat. What's going on? Good thing I don't deal with patients yet. Yet. There is the kitty. There is the cat cam right there. I would never use ChatGPT. Still going dry. Honestly, so many people have an issue with ChatGPT and AI nowadays, but it's a good tool. If you're not using it for the main portion of everything, you're fine. It's when people go and it's like, write me a 3-page essay on why tomato or why ketchup is tomato soup technically. If you're using it to find like resources, to spell check on stuff, all that kind of stuff, it's fine. It's a good tool. Use it for a tool. Don't use it for the bulk of your stuff. I use it to edit my outlines for my videos, and it's great. It's awesome. Steak bites might low-key taste like steak bites. That's pretty good. Do the AI spreadsheet. You'll get 3 repeat countries and several spelling mistakes. I've had to export documents and spreadsheets before, and you do have to tweak it a little bit, but it's usually okay. Fried in the fryer, I'd use the same caution as the burgers. That's a fair point. Good point. You're weird. I mean, odd. I am odd. I am also kind of weird. My band kids will tell me I'm weird. I'm like, you have to be a little weird to be a band teacher, and that's fine. You're basically a therapist now. I forgot to tell you. Hey, congratulations. That's good. Is that part of your promotion? That's cool. That's awesome to hear, Bandit. I'm using my own intelligence. Ketchup is not tomato soup, OG. No. Sorry. So it's not a soup. So here's the thing. The questions are always, a hot dog is a sandwich, cereal is a soup, and ketchup is a smoothie. Debate. Go. I don't agree with all those, but that's like always the debate that some people try to have. Generative AI is really bad. So how is it bad for the environment? Is it used like it? I only know so much. I always want to learn more. So educate me. I want to know. A 3-page essay on why chicken wings are better than just chicken. We're not having that discussion, EXO. I'm putting a pin in that. We're done. As soon as AI develops from AI to AGI, we're going to be set. Honestly, if it could just build a robot that would do my dishes, I'd be happy with that. Just a robot to do dishes. I would love that. America considers pizza as a vegetable because of the tomato sauce. That's how unhealthy the lunch is here. I would never consider pizza as a vegetable just because of the tomato sauce. Because tomatoes are a fruit, actually. They are not a vegetable. You learned something. Neither of those. If a band kid tells you you're weird, that's something. However, if a teacher isn't weird, what are they doing? Do you know how healthy being somewhat weird helps kids? Yeah, that's true. I try to be a little bit weird. I feel like I am able to relate to my students a little bit better, or they can feel more comfortable around me as an adult, so they don't feel like they have to like be behind a wall or something. They use a lot of water to generate prompts. Like every single prompt you send is like a bottle of water. Okay. I had one of my 7th graders tell me that, and I was very confused, but it was also how they were describing things, so that might have been my understanding. I have to bring it up every once in a while. That's true. You usually do. Do you have to? No, you don't have to. The dishwasher's sitting in the... No, I'm not talking about a dishwasher. I'm talking about a robot who can put the dishes in the dishwasher or wash them by hand. I don't want to have to physically touch the dishes and put them in. I don't want to have anything to do with the dishes. If I could throw my dishes out every day and start fresh every morning, I would. I hate doing the dishes. The dishes is like my top least favorite chore to do. Underneath that is mowing, but I'd rather mow than wash dishes, honestly. Being weird is so fun. That is true. Being weird is fun. Start breakdancing when the trombones are tapped flat. That's true. Start breakdancing whenever the trombones play, because I would love more trombone players. The world needs variety. Being weird just means you're not most people in a good way. That is true, Wacky. You're speaking pros there. I could build a robot. That does sound expensive. I'd rather not do that. I would rather spend the money and buy a robot that does my dishes. Memory lane type stuff. That's true. I still have the sign in my Forever World for Exoskeleton's Chicken Wing Kingdom or something. You were laughing the whole day. Hey, that's good. Laughter is a good medicine. It's always good. At least 2 lines of code. Pick up dish. Put it in dishwasher. I would say it's got to be at least like 50 lines of code. I would say. I only know like a little bit of coding with learning Python for school. But I don't know how much code it would actually take to code a robot to do the dishes. Because there's a lot of variables you'd have to consider, like the sponge, the washcloth, the drying rag, the soap, dishwasher soap, pressing the buttons in the correct order. That's at least 7 variables that I can think of. The plot of Robots. The Robots is a good movie. I love that movie. It's actually a really good one. Gen AI means more data centers, aka chopping more trees down to build these data centers. They use a lot of water, produce a lot of emissions. Okay, that's fair. I didn't know that. Why don't we use solar panels to power them? Wouldn't that make sense? At this rate, we're getting GTA 7 before 6. Yeah, I just saw the delay for GTA 6 today. I'm like, at this point, GTA fans are never going to get it. I don't believe it's ever coming out. I don't think it exists. I think they are now just perpetually pushing it off one like part after another until eventually people are just like, it's never coming out, and then they'll drop it. Like that's I firmly believe that's what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to keep on chatting and stuff, but we're going to work a little bit in the Forever World. We're going to keep the cat cam going, too. There's Tiki, the odd cat herself. And you guys actually get to witness, for the first time ever in this Forever World, we're going to craft the shelf. Boom. The first shelves to ever exist in this world is here. That's great. It's a monumental moment. Let's take a moment of silence for it. And we're going. Cool. Sorry, I was chopping out some spruce trees before. We also have some rain going, so I found out with Flashback you can actually get rid of weather. I had been looking for that tab, and I could not find it, and I finally did. There's literally nothing that isn't bad. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. I think there is like with this is a moment in history. That is true. When it comes to generative AI, I feel like if we could find a way to use renewable energy to power it, that's going to be a bonus up on us, because I see it as a very good tool. I do. I didn't know about a lot of the like environmental issues that came with it, because again, I only know so much about AI as we go. I've used it as a tool. It helps me write stuff that I use for work, and it helps write stuff for YouTube, and it helps edit stuff. But I only ever use it as a tool. I don't have it I'm in my master's classes right now for college. It's not writing my entire PowerPoints or my lesson plans that I have to create for my master's classes. I use it as a tool to like find resources or to help with my citations and double check my spelling, but that's about it. I've ever since it started becoming a thing, I viewed it as a tool, but I've never viewed it as like a end all be all for stuff. Okay, and I also fixed this. The switch that was up there caused the TNT to fall down and get pushed to this TNT or this block, and now I just got to replace the dirt, which won't take too much, but we can start building up the tower at least. And that's what we're going to do. I need to get more spruce logs from the boat because I put all my stuff in the chest boat. Also, let me know, how's the audio sound? How's the video sound? I know we've been streaming for about 20-some minutes, but hopefully it looks and sounds good. I'll grab those and those. Cool. We're going to start with the frame at least. And I recorded some clips before stream so I could mainly just chat with you guys and focus on building as we're doing that. Because this tower is going to be really cool. Boom, like that. This is what we get to build. And I get to use the shelf. I'm so excited for the shelf. Let's see. I need to go here. There we go. Needed to find the single layer to start. Now that I fixed pretty much everything. Oh, and that I used wood. I hate that I do that in my builds. I keep using strip spruce wood instead of just strip spruce. Oh, there's the... Can I get rid of that now? I've been trying to get rid of that bottom corner stuff, which you can't see because it's behind the cat cam. Lucky you guys. There we go. Okay, finally I got it gone. But thank you guys for educating me on AI. I need to read up on it more, just so I fully understand it. I know that with Canva bought Affinity, and Affinity is now free, and they have their own like generative AI stuff in it that I used once when I was testing the software out, but it was it didn't do what I wanted it to. I wanted it to upscale a photo, and it basically just made the image of a man's face out of my Minecraft skin, and it didn't really work with how I wanted it, so I got rid of it. Just put a spreadsheet of all the countries in the Discord, by the way. Hey, Wacky, thank you so much. Epiloxes, get it from the Discord there. Wacky did the job for you. Thank you, Wacky. We appreciate you. Ah. I'm just going to get these. I might have to strip some more, but we'll be good. But does anyone else have any fun, exciting stuff for the weekend? I just dropped my wife's van off at the shop. It is getting an oil change because it needed it really bad. New brakes because those just came in yesterday, and it's been really bad since Friday last week. Really started grinding, and it's not a pleasant sound. If you've ever had grinding brakes, they're not fun. And then new air filter, which I just have had. I just haven't put together, and that's my own fault. But we're getting it done. I use AI to harass me and my work, but otherwise I never use AI. How do you use it to harass you and your work? I'm confused. It's so difficult to use any platform without encountering unprompted AI. Yeah, that is true, because it's all over the place. Like Google uses it when you just search for something. It'll give you like an AI, generative AI description at the top, and it's annoying. Because like I want to search for what I'm looking for, like because sometimes that stuff's wrong. It's in Excel. So yeah, because you could just import Excel into Google Docs. It's fine. Yeah, ChatGPT will export into like Windows or Microsoft-based files, but you can import that to Google Drive and it's easy. Thanks for summarizing multiple websites that I'm capable of reading myself. 100%. I would rather read it myself. Welcome back, Epiloxes. I don't know if you heard me before. It's not correct, but it's a way to describe it so like people can understand. If you get my drift, because not everybody will understand it. Yeah, I need mud bricks, granite, and packed mud and yeah, all that stuff. You make AI, but it is not the AI people think. Yeah. When I think when we think AI, we're thinking artificial intelligence, like an actual robot that thinks for itself, like the Terminator almost. Granite, bricks. I think we're good, and barrels. Like it's artificial intelligence. I always imagine it as like something that pretty much becomes sentient and starts thinking for itself. What we are doing is not doing it. It doesn't do that. It pretty much is thinking for other people, essentially. All right. Let's get to building. And if you're wondering what I'm using, I am using Lightmatica and their Easy Place tool because it does help so much with building and keeping up on things so much. Like it makes the building process faster, and I appreciate that very much. It's not AI, it's just a program. Essentially, yeah, that's all it is. It's like machine learning. Oh, I need to make walls, but we'll do that after we get the main parts done. And we'll get these shelves in too, just because they look so pretty. I love the shelf block. The shelves are so good, guys. People always wanted vertical slabs. Essentially, we have them, and I love it. I'm here for the shelf block. It's probably my most favorite block that we have added in a hot minute. Eating delicious soft tacos while watching. Ooh, soft tacos sound good. Now, Fry Bread, you have to answer this question now, and answer truthfully. Are you using flour tortillas or corn tortillas? There's only one correct answer, sir. What are you using for your tacos? Ah, I fell. I made it, though. Cool. But regardless of your answer, I also have no shade at what you decide to eat. I just know that there are a lot of people out there who prefer a certain type of taco shell, and that's okay. Flour tortillas. So, flour tortillas, a lot of people would say that's the wrong answer. But since I do a lot of low carb, I do low carb flour tortillas, and let me tell you, they're really good. I highly recommend them. I ran out of mud bricks, so we gotta fix that. Let's pause that. But I do prefer corn tortillas, but since it doesn't fit in my diet, I don't eat them, but I do like corn tortillas more. There are some corn tortillas. We'll give you a pass on it then. No, I agree, Wacky. I like corn more. My only issue with corn tortillas is that I can never get big enough ones to make a burrito. That is where flour is superior in making a burrito, but they don't make them large enough for an actual burrito for like low carb flour tortillas. Otherwise, it's going to be like the same carbs as a normal flour tortilla. So, you know, we deal with it. We move on. All right, should be good now. I just like tacos. Yeah, tacos are goated. I love tacos. They're so good. We had taco in a bag yesterday. Oh, what happened here? I'll figure it out later. And I was really, really, like, digging the tacos in a bag. Okay. Let's go back and go up. And here we go. Painted our building. It's gonna be so much quicker this way. There we go. Walking taco. Do you not know what a walking taco is, Epiloxes? Who in chat does not know what a walking taco is? Please speak now, so we may roast you in the comments. No, I'll explain what it is. I thought most people would know, especially at least in the U.S. But I guess if you're not from the U.S., that would make sense. School here got to bring back this Taco Tuesday. Our school actually has done Taco Tuesday quite a bit this year. It was chicken tacos the other day. Oh, I don't have any more bricks. I need to go. Looks like we're going to be going to get some more mud, guys. Oh, gosh. I fell. That's okay. Let's finish up what we can. And then we'll get some mud. Did I get that? I did. Okay. Pause. So, if you don't know what a taco in a bag is essentially, think like a bag of Doritos, like the regular nacho Doritos, or the like a bag of Fritos, and you put all of your toppings for a taco in it. So you put your ground beef or your carne asada or your barbacoa or carnitas. You can put anything in that. A lot of times in the Midwest, which is where I'm from, we just use ground beef. I use ground turkey because it's a little leaner, it's a little healthier. But I put my salsa, I put my cheese, I put my sour cream, I put my hot sauce, I put my jalapenos, I put all that in. You crush the bag up and it gets all mixed. Sorry for hitting the mic. And that's a walking taco. You eat it out of the bag. And it's great for like sporting events. That's where I first started learning about it, was like football games, baseball games. And then like my school started incorporating it for lunches. And I think my school where I work at does that too. So there you go. Beef tacos are superior. I prefer carne asada, personally. If you've never had like actual carne asada, have it. It will change your life. I promise you. Frito only has one good flavor. The original flavor. 100% agree. It's the original flavor. I got to put stuff in here because I'm out of... Where's my food? There it is. It got mixed up in there. I got to get more dirt, which I don't currently have, because I use it all for terraforming. So we're going to go get more dirt. So on we go to my dirt collecting area. Can you move Cat Cam so we can see her face? She's literally right here. I can't move it because it's a cable. The others taste so bland. I just prefer regular Fritos, because you can use them as a vessel for any kind of flavor. You can do it as cheese dip. You can put it in hummus. All that. Please be careful with your Glock there, CK. Please, we don't need you losing a foot because you shot it off. Please be careful. It has like a nice... It's like corn tortillas. It's got like a nice flavor to it, essentially. I like it. The chili cheese one isn't too bad. That's my second favorite of the Fritos brand. Like, stuff. I've never had horchata, but I do want to try it, though, Shy. No, her head's right here. This is literally her head because this is a collar. Okay, you were cleaning. Okay, please be careful. I don't need you being in chat and then being like, I gotta go to the hospital. I'll be back next week. Okay, I'll give you a pass there, Epilogues, because chili cheese is a good flavor. I 100% agree with that. That is a good flavor. I do like that. So here is my dirt collecting area. You can see I have been here recently. and we're going to dismantle more. Put some on a hot dog. That would be good, too. I would do that. Spring just launched the slide, and it launched it at my foot. Ooh, that would hurt. I could understand. I could understand you being banned from it, Shy. You got to take care of yourself and little baby unknown. So please take care of yourself. But don't deny yourself some of your favorite things. Stuff that you could have, like my wife when she was pregnant with my daughter, and I was trying to like be like, you're gonna eat healthy. Our kid's gonna have only healthy stuff coming in. I was gonna lose. I almost lost my head because she probably would have unalived me, and that's okay. She's going through a lot of stuff, so I lightened up a lot, and it was a lot easier for her and me. Where I would just go to the store and get some. There are like 20 other better choices. Sounds good, Epiloxes. I mean, Fritos isn't my first choice of just getting chips, personally. I do like Fritos. But that, like, for a walking taco, I like them a lot for that option. But as just a regular chip on its side, a regular chip on its own, no, it's not my first choice. I would agree with you on that. But sometimes if that's all that's offered, I don't mind Fritos. I like Fritos, so there's that. We got a lot of dirt. That should be plenty to get some mud. We'll go back to the mud farm in a second. We already have that. It's called mud. It's room temperature snow for the summer, guys. Mud. I don't know if anyone knows that quote. What if we had room temperature snow for the summer? We already have that. It's called mud. If nobody knows it, I get it. I'm old. But if you have a Nintendo Switch, you can hear that soon. You could hear that quote, because it is in a game. Boulder Brothers plus Bandit means I'm not allowed to lift anything in their presence. Hey, shout out to your brothers and Bandit then, because if they're doing all the heavy lifting for you, let them. Let them. You were sick with both pregnancies? Yeah. For pregnancy with our daughter, my wife only would drink, I think, a specific kind of lemonade, and really liked having spinach and was it fried chicken? I made fried chicken like quite a few times. With our son, I don't remember much of the cravings you had, but you didn't eat a whole lot with him. At least I don't think you did. But I remember our daughter's pregnancy quite a bit. We'll drop off some of these grass blocks that I mined on accident, and we'll go to the mud farm, get some more pack mud and mud bricks made, and we'll be good. Oh. What farm do you need in your Minecraft world? So the current one I'm doing is the tree farm. After that, see, I got the honey farm, I got the bamboo farm, I got sugarcane. A sheep farm would be cool because I could actually like get the different colors of wool for different things. And I don't think a sheep farm would be too hard to do. I did just on my laptop, because I've been working on my laptop a lot this week, because while I'm helping my son make sure he's got water and everything, and drinking plenty of fluids with his tonsils out, I've been working in the kitchen, which has allowed me to also just meal prep and plan supper and stuff like that. I did build a friend of mine on TikTok. His name's Small Guy. He did a tutorial on his potion brewing station where it can make all potions in Minecraft. And I built that at Creative World. I made a schematic for it. I need to download that, but I want to find a place to put that. So a potion farm, quote unquote, potion crafter would be really cool. At the end, it was fried chicken and Minute made lemonade. Both kids, it was lemonade, only thing that kept me from being sick. Oh, and the Olive Garden. Yeah, we went to Olive Garden quite a bit. I remember going to Olive Garden. And we got the dressing from the, what's it called? From the store, too. One slur over here. Oh, what am I doing? Wow, I got so distracted chatting. I didn't even realize I was going towards the tree farm. Ah, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. We'll go back and do the original plan, which is drop off some of the stuff and make some mud. And then harvest the wheat and then go back to the tree farm. Because I also need to make walls. I don't want to wake up the cat. She's sleeping. She's sleeping. She's a pretty kitty. Speaking for the trees. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I always appreciate the guy on TikTok that is dressed as the Lorax, and he just runs through a random store singing Let It Grow. Meow. Meower. Yep. She is a cute kitty. That she is. But no, I have a list of all the farms that I want to build in this world. Because a lot of the farms I want to do, they're going to be... they're farms specifically to get more blocks so I can keep building. Because that's what this whole world is about. I just want to build. I do want to build a better gold farm. That is 100% what I want to do. But we'll stay here. We'll mine some mud. No, actually, I should just throw this dirt in there. Because it'll just keep refilling. The only thing I wish I could do is set up a key for my mouse. So I could just, it would right click, then left click, then right click, and just go back and forth. But I can't find a command to do that for my Stream Deck. So if anyone's good at mouse macros, please let me know. That would be great. Oh, wait. No, that wouldn't work. Chips and salsa for dinner tonight. That's honestly, I had chips and salsa for supper quite a bit in college. It was that and grilled cheese. But my grilled cheese in college was very depressing. Because the grocery store, there were two grocery stores in town. You know this because you're in the same town I went to college in. The two grocery stores in town, one of them would sell cheese for $1. They don't do this anymore because inflation. Thanks, Clinton. But you could get a pack of like a craft. It was not even craft. It was like knockoff cheese. It wasn't even real cheese for $1. And then you could go to the other grocery store and you could get a cheap loaf of bread for $1, like $25, $1.50 maybe. So for a roughly like $3-4, I fed myself for like 2 weeks on nothing but cheap grilled cheese. I didn't use butter. I didn't use mayo. I didn't use anything to toast the bread. I would just put it in the pan and it would just essentially burn the sides and melt the cheese because I didn't buy butter. Yeah, that was college. Chips and salsa were cheap because Dollar General used to do like the giant bag of dollar chips that were like okay. They did the job. They got the job done. And then salsa, that was probably the thing I splurged on because I like pace salsa. Other than that, it was like frozen pizzas because my dad works for Nestle, and Nestle at the time when I went to college bought Tombstone, and so I would get a cooler of frozen pizzas when I went back home. So that fed me for quite a while. I don't miss those. I don't miss the food times. The times when I did actually have, like, when I was working Dairy Queen and I was actually making like decent money at times and I didn't have to pay a bunch. That was the time when I could actually splurge a little bit and I'd get like some broccoli and some chicken, some rice, maybe a steak. It really depended on it. A couple friends and I, we tried to do like a guys' night where we would like just buy a bunch of steaks and just cook them up and watch like Tarantino movies. It just didn't happen. Eat in the cafeteria with my super awesome meal plan. So here's a hack for the meal plan though, Shy. They tell you not to do this, of course, but you're a college student. College students don't make a lot of money. I know, shocker to probably popular belief out there, but I would actually get Tupperware or even like what is it? Deli meat, like really cheap deli meat, and the plastic Tupperware containers they come in, and I would put those in my backpack, like one or two, and I would fill up on like plates for the all-you-can-eat cafeteria, the upper cafeteria, and I would put stuff in those Rubbermaid containers, put them in my backpack, and take them back to my dorm or even my apartment when I moved off campus. And they don't want you to do that, but it's your meal plan, it's your money. Do it. Do I have Python? What do you mean, like the programming language? That's what I'm currently learning. I haven't done it in a hot minute, but I need to start refreshing because I'm going to be having a computer science class in the spring, and I really need to freshen up on it. I'm probably going to do some of that over the Christmas break. But I don't have Python on me right now. Eventually. I wish I could just hold down, but if I do, it just like spits out water bottles. Yeah, I'm learning Python. I'm not great at it. I can understand the basics. There's a website that I've been kind of refreshing my memory on where it's like just free. It's kind of like, what's it called? Mimeo, I think is the app. It's kind of like that, but it's free online, and I can just go through different Python exercises and I can refresh on how to do things or how to read it. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to understand is how to read the code, because once I actually can understand reading it, I can understand coding it better. And that was my biggest issue when I started learning how to code with any sort of programming language, was if I can't understand what the code is actually doing by looking at it, I'm not going to be able to program it. So Pig UI, I've never heard of that. If there's a way to set it up to a hotkey where I can just press it and it'll toggle it on and then toggle it off, I would love that. I know there's like a mouse clicker that you can download, but it didn't. Oh, jeez. Got me there. I know there's a mouse clicker that you can get that I've seen other Minecrafters use, but when I looked into getting it, it seemed very suspicious. And this was around the time where my work Wi-Fi got some serious bad juju, to where we didn't have school for like 2 days. So I didn't download it because I didn't want to like risk anything, and maybe that was me just being overcautious. But like, even like doing this right now, I don't even know how many stacks we've gone through. Me just sitting here talking with you guys. This is more therapeutic than anything. Yeah, I 100% understand. I can understand simple things. With Python coding, the thing that always got me that I never fully understood was if loops or if statements. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I know like some people have walked me through it and they've explained it to me, and they're like, oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. But for me, it was probably the most difficult thing that I've ever had to do, coding wise. But now that I have practiced and I've done it, I understand it. So that has helped me a lot, is just taking it slow. And that's my issue with when I do some things, I try to rush through it. Minecraft is no example or no exception, because there's tons of instances where I'll try to rush through something and it doesn't work. Last on Tuesday on stream when I was doing the tree farm, I kept thinking, oh, I'm done. I got the build. I was just placing the blocks in, getting it done, thinking, oh, it'll be fine. And then CK also pointed out, like, hey, you built it wrong. If it's not working correctly, you built it wrong. And I had to go back through and fix it and troubleshoot. And he was right. I did build it wrong. And I think that after I did some reflection after stream, which is what I do every time I stream, guys, if you don't realize that, once the stream ends, I am already going through everything in my mind of what we did, what I talked about, what I said. It's like, did I mess up on saying something? Did I do something too weird? Did I talk too much? Did I talk too little? I go through all those things. And I realized, yeah, I was trying to rush it. And I, personally, one of my goals, especially for this next year, is I want to try to approach things slower. And that's something that I usually say to my band kids, and I'll do it in the sense of music. Like, you have to practice something slower before you can play it fast. Because I have kids who are always trying to just play it at whatever tempo we're playing it at, and they're like ba 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 ba, and it's like it messes up. And I was like, no, ba 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 ba. Take it slow. And I need to heed my own advice on that. So, word of advice, take it slow. And then as you get more comfortable with it, speed it up. There you go. Advice from Odd. All right, how many stacks do you think we got now? Oh, yeah, we're doing good. How many do we have in here? Oh, we might as well finish out the stack. We're almost done. I know, exciting part of stream, guys, is me making mud. Room temperature snow for the summer. Took a computer science class in 9th grade, and it was just learning to code. I made variations of the same app for my project assignments. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. You're testing the code? Okay. In my, let's see, in my first computer science class, we started mainly working with like logic gates. And once I was able to make the connection that a lot of redstone stuff is logic gates, that made so much more sense. And I was able to make heads or tails of it. To the point where I, whatever assignment I had to do for my class, I built it in Minecraft first, and then I built it for class, and it made the process so much easier for me. I really enjoyed getting to do Arduino and Raspberry Pi stuff. It was all virtual stuff, but it was fun to get to do. We did that through Tinkercad. I really want to get an Arduino kit. There's one I'm looking at that's $14. It's super cheap, but it would be enough to get me started. But I really want to learn how to code with Arduino boards and do some fun stuff with that. Then we started getting into Python, and that mainly went along with testing how operating systems ran through Linux, because a lot of servers out there will use Linux-based stuff. And let me tell you, that was pretty tough for me at first, but I started understanding it. But that was another case where I had to slow down, because I was jumping into all these assignments at one time, and I was getting flustered. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I would ask my professor, and funny enough, we talked about AI earlier. My professor told me to double check with AI, and it was frustrating because I'm like, I'm struggling. I want help, and I did what she said. I double checked everything with AI, and I used it as a way to explain it to me. So I plugged in the code, and I'm like, I don't understand what this code says. Break it down for me so I can read it. And it broke it down line for line. So I used it as a tool to learn it, and it helps so much. Finished your shower 15 minutes ago, and I forgot the towel. Well, don't forget your towel. I have some students who would always tell me that. And I understand it was a South Park reference. Moving on. Kept a journal in this class, came up a lot as my least favorite because I got done early and was just bored. That's fair. That's fair. I thought this block was floating and it's not. Alright, we're going to take all this. I'll go up. I don't know. I always liked the classes where I could get done early. They weren't my favorite classes, but I always liked having them because I got done early and I would go to the band room. But that's what I did through high school all the time. I got done with math. Hey, can I go to the band room? Yeah. Science class. Test is done. Can I go to the band room? I'd constantly just go to the band room. That's where I spent like 90% of my day if I could. And sometimes I would go. I wasn't even playing my instrument. I would just go because the band room was like my home away from home. All right. Here we go. Picking up some wheat and planting it again. Everyone's favorite ASMR stream when Odd gets wheat. Wish you could do. What do you mean? Just like finish stuff in class and go to the band room? My dad did that with the shop class but my dad went to school in like the 70s. So like he would always just go to the shop, and he got most of his high school credits for being in shop class. But my dad's also a mechanic, so that tracks. But this is back when I think I don't know if they had like specific like credits that you had to get. That came a little later on. Be dropping the hardest quotes sometimes. That's true. That is true. You're not playing music. You're playing notes. Yeah. I don't know. I try to get my band students to appreciate their instruments because a lot of the times I think some of my students view them as just glorified toys. But that's not what they are. When you're playing music, they become an extension of yourself. You are the performer. You are playing the music, yes, but you are also showing the audience what that music is about through your playing. And I have some students who have gotten that down, and other students who struggle with getting that concept through their brains, and that's okay. Holy poetry. I was not enjoying the 4-hour-and-a-half classes from freshman year. So at your freshman year, was it block scheduling? Because that I could understand being an hour and a half. Sometimes I view block scheduling as a positive thing, but there's other cases where like when I had math class because we did block scheduling my senior year, and I liked it. But I also didn't like the fact that I had math class for an hour and a half or language arts class for an hour and a half. Do I have a hole? I do have where did this come from? There's a skeleton down there. Goodbye. Ah, okay, yeah. Block scheduling can be a hit or miss, I think, depending on how they handle the scheduling. I wouldn't want to sit in a class for an hour and a half if I did my work in the first 30 minutes, personally, because then you're sitting there for an hour. But I also read books a lot. I read a lot of books growing up. So for me, that wouldn't have been like the worst case scenario if I couldn't go to the band room. Oh, I got it in my right hand too. Offhand, I mean. So, I don't know. I've discussed block scheduling with other teachers, and some people are for it, some people are against it. I think if we did block scheduling, but we shortened school days, because that's one thing I never quite understand is we focus so much on hours. Like you need to have so many hours for high school. I think by the time you are a freshman to a senior, you need to have a certain number of hours in the classroom. Or like a school year, it's like 1,080 hours in the classroom. Thank you for the hydrate there, Shy. Um, if we throw that out and we focus on just good, solid instruction, and we did like block scheduling where like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are your math and social studies and certain extracurricular classes. And then Tuesdays are your English and your science and other extracurricular classes. I feel like that kind of a schedule would work well, but you would start at like 8 or 9 and you would be done by like 3. So you still get quite a bit of instructional time in the day. But that also opens up so much more time for kids to have those elective classes that they really go to school for. I don't know very many kids who go to school for math class. No offense to math teachers or people who love math or students who go to school because they enjoy math. I was not one of those kids. But if you structured it in a way to where you could do that, I think we would see a positive upturn. And there's a lot of people who probably disagree with me, and that's fine. I'm happy to have an open conversation with it. I have an open mind when it comes to that, but I would like to see an improvement on that for our students for education. So I can't get it to stop with a hotkey. So if you want to stop it, you just have to crash Python. It was done so fast. Wacky, could you do something with it to where it like times out after a certain time? Is that possible? Yeah, certain classes need more time. Some classes don't need to be 100%. 100%. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. And if we need more, we'll come back. I don't know, because like I know I've had this conversation with my wife too, because like my daughter has like an hour and a half of reading and math time, and even my current students, they have an hour and a half for reading and math, and it just kind of boggles my mind. I get that math and reading in the U.S. are two of our lowest, like scores wise, basically. I know our school does that, and that's like I get that. Math, I don't like math. I don't know a lot of kids who do enjoy math. I've probably met like 4 in my lifetime. And reading is low across the board in America in general, the United States. But I feel like when we do an hour and a half of it every single day, you get burnt out. I would say at minimum an hour, or at maximum an hour, a minimum like 45 minutes. We can get so much done in 45 minutes if we just like focused hardcore on genuine instruction and teaching like how we want things done. Like my band class alone is 50 minutes, I think, this year. I wish it was longer, but I try to get as much genuine education to my students during that time. And yes, we do have some days where we get through like everything I wanted to do in 25 minutes. But you know what? Those are the days the kids locked in and they did fantastic. And it shows you don't need long class periods to be successful. And I feel like we put too much emphasis on length of time. I could try how long? I would say like maybe 5 minutes or let's do 2 minutes just to try it out. Let's try that. And I'm glad it's the only math class I need. Pre-calc, I took pre-calc I took calculus in high school. I did advanced math, which was technically our pre-calc or trigonometry. It wasn't too bad. Could have been better. But yeah, if that's your only math class, good. I would do let's do 2 minutes just to try it. My scores were goated. I don't know what everyone else was doing. Preach. Preach. I don't know what everyone else is doing too. But that's another thing. We put so much emphasis on test scores. And we need to get back to basics and just teaching. Like, let us teach. Let us just do what we need to do and help the students like learn. I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping too much, and that's possible. I had one math teacher for some background. I don't have idols or people I look up to, not even my father, except for two people. This dude was the funniest, realest, and overall the best dude I've ever met. He's one of the reasons I decided to dedicate my life to public service. Without him, I wouldn't be here, and I would have failed high school. Teachers make the difference, not the subjects, 100%. I like to think that even if I wasn't a band teacher, even if I was a math teacher or an English teacher and stuff, I would still be trying to be the best teacher that I could be for my students, because yes, I teach band, yes, I teach music, and I hope that my students learn something in my classes. But the biggest thing that I would like them to take away is just an appreciation for others and an appreciation for themselves, because they themselves are awesome in their own individual way. But sometimes I have students who don't see that. They don't see their own value and their own worth. And some of them really should, because they are awesome people. Do some of them make mistakes? Yeah. But tell me one person on this planet who has never made a mistake. Yeah. Okay, sounds good, Wacky. Switching from chem ed to general science education. So why'd you decide to switch? I mean, as long as you're happy with what you're doing, that's good. And there's nothing wrong with general science, because you could do quite a few science jobs with that. I personally never understood chemistry. I struggled with chemistry so much. So I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. But I think I only really passed my chemistry class because my science teacher in high school was awesome. Shout out to Mrs. S. You are awesome. You're one of the reasons I became a teacher, too. Inspired me to do that. So if I have students who don't like me, blame Mrs. S. for inspiring me to be a teacher. The blame is with her, not on me. Only a few tweaks is running now. Cool, cool. All right, let's see if I can do this quick. At least to get some of this stuff in. Can't reach. There we go. I'm reaching now. I can't. I'm too short. In real life and in Minecraft. There we go. I already do most classes needed for science ed, so when I get... Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. That's what when I first started college, I was instrumental only, because that was what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a band teacher. I didn't want to do anything else. And thankfully, that's pretty much what I'm doing, is just teaching band. I'm doing a couple other things, but we don't need to talk about it. No, I this year has a lot of challenges, but it's also been a lot of fun. So I do have a lot of positives for this year. There's a couple negatives, but I feel like every year there's always some negatives. But when I was looking at graduating, I was graduating in like a year and a half or something like that, and trying to figure out like the best opportunity for me to get a job after college. And I need to make some more walls. And that was one thing I did. It was I switched to vocal and instrumental because it just opened up more opportunities to get a job. It worked, so I put it in Discord perfectly. Thank you. Scholarships basically make it free too. Heck yeah, that's the best way to approach it. That is the best way to approach it. Good. Okay, I need to make some more spruce. Strip spruce wood, but then we're good there. I also don't have any of my scaffolding because I think I used most of it with this farm. I also realized I'm 13 minutes over my break. I don't know. How would you guys feel if I powered through my break? I'll wrap up stream a little early today. But we'll get some more of this this done. A lot of times students in your area are expected to fail by the school so they don't put effort into... There's a lot of cases, and it's not just the schools in my area. It's also schools in a lot of places where I feel like we don't set expectations high enough for some kids, and when they view other students getting more than they are when it comes to just education, I'm not talking about like in life, I'm talking about just in education in general, they don't put as much effort because they're like, well, it's not, this doesn't affect me at all. I'm not getting any of this, so why try? That's the sad part, is like we should be giving the opportunities to all students. They should all be able to try and do stuff. What do you mean? I have it right there. And my granite wall. Where did my granite walls go? I'm crafting these things. If you don't want to make it AFK, just drop a lot of dirt on the ground, funneling into a hopper, spitting back onto you. That mud farm already has a dispenser that does that, so I should be good. Here we go. Starting to reach stuff. What do you mean I don't have brick walls? I literally just crafted some. I don't understand this crafting stuff sometimes. What am I missing? Brick walls. I made one. No, thank you for doing that, Wacky. I will hopefully get a chance to check that out, and I will let you know. Let me get my slabs. And then we can get the material. Oh, we got to do the next level, which I'll go get my scaffolding. That'll help. That. Signs for sure. Ooh, I had a shiver down my spine. Sorry about that. Did I grab slabs? Yes, I did. Okay. But I want to mainly get this bottom section done for stream today. That's the main goal. Because the stone part won't take too long. I think I have most of those things down below. Or not down below. In my, my storage area. There we go. Whew. But no, my goal as a teacher, I don't need to be a student's favorite teacher. I've had some students tell me that I'm their favorite teacher, which that's awesome. That means a lot when I hear that, and I am thankful for those students every single time. But as long as my students appreciate what we're doing and they tried their best, that's what I want. That's the biggest thing. Get some of these random blocks filled in that I'm missing. Cool. All right, let's raise this up so I can stand on mountains. And then we'll be good. Do I know anything about water filters? What kind of water filters are you asking about? If you're talking about ones that you put underneath your sink, or ones that, like water filters in general. Wall. There we go. Like Brita or something that attaches. Yeah, there are Brita ones that attach to your spout. I want clean drinking water. Do you have a fridge? I guess would be my next question. Because if you have a fridge, I would get a Brita pitcher, and you could use that. Water tank. Yeah, the water in, if you're talking about the town, like the college town, I agree. That water's always been kind of weird. Oh, don't tell me I don't have it. That'll work. At least for now. No, it won't, because I gotta go eat more. Yay! I would get a Brita filter for your fridge, because that way you can like fill it up and you're good. And it filters through just charcoal, and you can get like the replaceable filters for, I would say, relatively cheap. Otherwise, depending on your faucet, you might be able to get one that attaches to the spout or it attaches to the water line under your sink. But it really depends on like what you got for your home. Yeah, if you have like a general faucet, you should get one that be able to attaches, or again, it will attach under your sink. But I would like probably start with a Brita filter like pitcher and see if that does anything. Oh, like Culligan water dispensers? Yeah, because you could just get like the jug of water from like Walmart and put like they make like, you can get like a bundle of them. We have them at the school for that. Like they go on top and you just pressurize it and it gets water out. Mrs. Odd has one in her office. I use it all the time. I mean, that's also pretty cost effective too. Whatever really you choose, I would say the jugs because of water that you get will be more cost effective, because you can refill the jug and just take it to Walmart and fill it up. Easy as that. You can make Bandit carry it too. Be good for him to carry a giant Culligan water tub back and forth. And you could stockpile them too. You could get a couple of them, put some caps on them. Those would be the options I would go with. I had a Brita filter in college. I got it from Goodwill, so I don't know how good it was because we literally bought it when I moved off campus, and we just used the filter that was already with it. Because again, I was cheap. I could not afford a lot in college, and I just used what I got. And I'm still here. I didn't like get sick or anything that I know of. But we got one of those, and we used that for quite a bit of water because the water did taste weird in my coming out of the faucet in my rental home too. So I can understand that. If I had my ideal situation though, it would be the filter that attaches to your sink. Questionable Goodwill Brita. Yep, 100%. I don't recommend that option. Oh, our melons are filling up nice. We're going to be able to get some stuff traded with our farmers. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. All right. We're going to wrap up this top portion, guys. And then we're going to call stream adieu. Where did my steak go? I want my steak because I'm low on health or low on hunger. There we go. I like how my cat is just sprawled out. She's just enjoying the light. There we go. Baited the water jugs would be more efficient, effective. I mean, I would agree. That would be my like second option after the questionable Brita filters and such. After like the, what am I trying to say? After the Brita pitcher would be the jugs, because they would work really well. Probably push off and that's what would happen for me too. Was like that's why we never bought a new filter for the Brita pitcher, because it would just, it's like, oh, we got to order those. And this was back when I still had they still did the Amazon Prime for students. It was like dirt cheap. Now it's like not as cheap as I would like it to be, which I probably still could get that discount if I used my master's stuff as the excuse for it. But I didn't like ordering off Amazon all the time because packages at the college were always weird for me. Even when I got them delivered to my rental home, it was just an interesting case. All right, let's get the signs on. I gotta get the trapdoors too. That shouldn't take much. But yeah, I think the water, for your guys' case, I think that I agree the water jugs would probably be more effective. Because you could just add it to your grocery tab. Like, okay, we're going to get milk, and the water jug thing is right by the yogurt, sour cream, and milk area. And stuff like that. Cool. All right, let's do the trapdoors. And then we are good. I think I have trapdoors down here, if I remember correctly. I do have the trapdoors. Let's go. Oh, I'm missing a block there. What is that? I'm going to call it a brick wall, and we're calling it good. Did I miss any others on the outside? If I did, they're just becoming a brick wall. Don't even care. And whether it's fair for someone who didn't do hard classes to get the scholarship. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Because, I mean, are there some classes that are easier? 100%. I took a poetry class in college, and let me tell you, when I can write a poem and it was pretty much verbatim of what somebody said behind me in just a conversation, and let me tell you, the title of the poem was Like. L-I-K-E, like. Because the person talking in this conversation said like pretty much between every single word. She would like talk like this, like everyone like never understands like what I'm like going through. And I wrote it down because I was sitting there waiting for the girl I was seeing before my wife. I was waiting for her to get done with class because I had finished up mine for the day. And she was having her own conversation. I just kind of zoned out, and then I heard her talking, and I just wrote it down, and I used that as my poem, and I got an A. There are some classes that are going to be easier than others, 100%. But if you worked your butt off and you got a 4.0, I don't think that subtracts at all from yours. Free money is free money, though. That 100% I agree with. Get it where you can. Get the money where you can. And if that means you're working your tail off to get it, good. That proves you have a good work ethic, and not to mean that the person who did the easy class doesn't. They just might have had an easier time, or just it was one of their easier classes. I don't know. That's kind of it. I would love for everyone to be able to get a free education, because I hate that the money issue with college and universities is what keeps so many people from getting an education. 100%. This is looking good. I'm going to get a screenshot for the socials. Boom. Cool. No, I wish America would do more free education. That would be great. But sadly, that's not the world we live in right now. I mean, I'm hoping they do, but if they do, it's not going to be in my lifetime. And my biggest thing that I'm going to be doing with education is I will continue to be an advocate for music education and my students. And that's all I can really do. And I will keep trying my best. And that's what I got. So, lessons from Odd for the end of the stream, guys. Do your best. Try your best. And in the end, if you can come out the other side and say, I did my best, that's all that matters. So, there we go. All right, I'm going to wrap up, guys. We finished the bottom of the tree farm. It's looking good. I can't wait to get this thing going so I can actually get some trees. Let's get some trees and get some wood stocked up so we can actually start building even more stuff. Because I got a couple big builds coming up, and I need a lot of blocks for it. An insanely expensive school sucks when you can learn the same thing at this other lesson. Yep. A lot of the times it's essentially like brand recognition. It's like, why would you buy this well-known brand of ketchup when there's another brand of ketchup that's like 10 times cheaper, and it still tastes good. It still tastes like ketchup, and it works. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, don't get me wrong, expensive schools can have their value, but you can get as much value out of a community college as well, or a state college. So, all right. That's enough out of me. I'm going to be done yapping. I will see you guys next week. And always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Check out the video on Saturday if you got it this far. See you guys. It's not working. There we go.